What is it? 0.92. How do they get this answer? Do you guys know? Do you guys know how do they get the probability value? They keep a relative frequency table. They'll look at previous years and say, what's the likelihood that a 26-year-old male lives to see 27? They go by a relative frequency table. Do you guys know that likelihood changes for females? It also changes depending upon the age. So they keep track of that information, mortality rates, so that they compute the probability of you seeing the next year. Do you guys know that? That's how it works. In fact, they actually do much more. They have other factors in now. They'll factor in even not just your sex and your age, they'll factor in your lifestyle. What does that mean? They ask you questions. Do you smoke? Do you drink? They even come to your house. This is true. They take blood. They take blood, and they'll even measure your waist. Do you guys know that? They'll measure your, what else do they measure? They measured my neck even. They have you stand on a scale. They take all those factors in, and the reason they do that is because now they're able to really get a more accurate value on the likelihood of you living to see the next year. Okay, you guys know that? That's what they're really doing. Okay, so the likelihood that you live is 0.92. What's the likelihood that you do not live, or the probability you do not live? How did you get that? It's the complement rule. See, I can't emphasize that enough. 0.08. You want to know what drives me crazy? When students can deduce this probability and this probability right here, that drives me crazy, but they can't get the other one. I don't know. It drives me nuts. You can do all the hard work to get this one, but God forbid, don't ever ask you to subtract it from 1. That's what it is, Eddie. You know that? They work so hard and they got this probability there. But then the other one, forget it. And all you have to do is subtract it from 1. That's why I gave you guys notice on your test? Didn't you have some complement rule questions? Did you guys notice that? Yes. Okay, what's next? X times P of X. Okay, tell me, what is 0.92 times that negative 2,000? That's negative what? Point what? Is it negative 18? Oh, 1,800, okay. And 40? Oh, negative 18, okay. Okay, so then now tell me, what's that 0.08 of 48,000? 3,840? So this is negative 1,840. This is positive 3,840. So, okay, what's the expected value? Expected value is 2,000. Now, is that a positive expected value or a negative expected value? Positive expected value. Okay, here you go. Is that true? Wait a minute. Something's bothering me here. Something's bothering me. Let me see these values. Can we verify these values? Yeah, let me double check. Okay, 1,840, you're right. 48,000 times 0.08. 3,840. Is that true? Is that right? It's really weird. Is that correct? Ah, just by, okay, it's coincidence. Okay, fine, all right. Here's the deal. This is how you see this or view this policy. If you're the insurance company, right? What's the story here? Exactly. It's not a negative expected value. It's a positive expected value. So the insurance company is saying this to people who purchase this policy. Here's your $2,000. Here's your $2,000. Here's your $2,000. What do you think? Is that a bad policy? Well, it's bad for the insurance company because what's happening? They're giving money away. It's good for the person because they're getting money. Now, has anybody ever looked at some insurance companies, their buildings and all that stuff? They're pretty big. So what do you think is really happening? Just like Las Vegas, every policy is a what? A negative expected value. So if you said, okay, here's this policy, let it work this way, you want to know what's going to happen? You're going to get fired. They're going to tell you, go back and adjust these numbers so that the expected value is not positive, but what? Negative. Because they're in the business of making money, just like Vegas. Okay? You guys okay with that? But I wanted to give you an example of what could happen, and if you had to do that, then you're going to adjust certain things. Maybe the policy is not going to be $2,000. Maybe the policy is going to be not 50 grand, but maybe they'll say make it a $10,000 policy or make it a 25,000 or whatever. Okay, see what I'm saying? Okay. Very good. All right, does anybody have any questions on this here? Is that easy or hard? Is that easy or is that hard?